This is the IELTS mock test conducted on 30th of December 2024 at
Hmm.
IELTS Test Center. The candidate is Kamal Lewis with candidate number 21612. The interviewer is Meditari. Good afternoon. My name is
Afternoon.
Meditari. Can you tell me your full name, please?
My name's Kamal Rahim Lewis.
Thank you. Can I see your ID? Thank you. Here you go. Now, in this first part of the test, I'd like to ask you some questions about yourself. Do you work or are you a student?
I work at the moment.
Very good. So, what do you do?
I'm a design engineer and an animator.
Lovely. How long have you been doing this job?
I've been doing it for about 2 years now.
2 years now. Um, what job did you want to do when you were a child?
Um, I knew that I wanted to work in the rail industry. Um, as a child, I wasn't too clear yet. I just knew that I wanted to be inside that industry. But I ended up kind of going into that with the construction industry at the same time. So um yeah, but I think I was fascinated with trains mainly. Yeah.
All right. What job do you prefer to do in the future?
I would like to be a transport planner. So I'd like to create and organize transport networks
Hmm.
for trains
Hmm.
and transport, public transport.
Very good. Very good. All right. Um, let's talk about. Let's talk about your friends. Are your
Mhm.
friends mostly your age or different ages?
My main circle of friends are more or less my age. Um, yeah, they're more or less my age. Yeah, I'd say my closest friends.
Mm-hmm. Very
Mhm.
good. Do you usually see your friends during the week or at the weekend?
Mainly on the weekends.
Why?
Um, During the week, I normally just give it time for me to sort out things like work and stuff I need to do for myself and everything. And in the weekend, I kind of want to de-stress and let loose a bit. I just have a good time. So that's the time I usually utilize to see friends and family,
Mm-hmm.
because I have the
Very good.
days free. Yeah.
Very good. The last time you saw your friends, what did you do together?
The last time I was with my friends, I believe we went to go and play some pool, like snooker pool, and I think we went out to eat some food as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. In what ways are your friends important to you?
My friends are very I think the key thing is that we all understand sort of where we are in life, our strengths and weaknesses. And as we're growing much older and trying to find ourselves more in the careers that we want and in the spaces in life that we want, we encourage each other and we help each other, to be our better selves. And on top of that, we also have a lot of things in common. So we tend to have fun the same way. We're very outgoing people. We love to travel, and we respect each other, which is very
All
important
right.
as well.
Thank you.
So, yeah.
Thank you.
Hmm.
Now I'm going to give you a topic. You have a minute to think about what you are going to say and make notes if you wish. And then you have
Hmm.
to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes. Do you understand?
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Here's some paper and a pencil for you to make notes. And here is your
Thank you.
topic. I'd like you to describe an interesting historic place. All right.
Okay.
Remember, you have 1 to 2 minutes to talk. Don't worry if I stop you. I'll let you know when the time is up. You can begin
Hmm.
speaking, please.
Okay, so the first thing that comes to mind is uh, an empire that was in Spain. Um, it was when the Moors, who were called black people at the time, they were black Muslims, and they ruled a certain part of Spain, in Lisbon, and they were a very big Muslim black community and empire, and I didn't know that. I visited there in 2019, and the history of it is still there. And you'd have to walk up a really great big kind of fortress kind of type of place, a really big mountain, and it took almost like an hour for us to get up there. Very high, you can see over the entire country, and all the history of everything. Like there's stuff on Islam, there's stuff on Christianity, there's so many things there, but it's a very big piece of history. It's very exciting to see that, you know.
All right, thank you. Do people in your country take good care of historical places?
Yes, so I'd say in my country, for example, I'm from the Caribbean. So a very notable figure from there is Bob Marley, the reggae singer. His house is still there, and they've still kept a lot of historical things there for him, which tourists can go and see. Everything is pretty much kept the same as it was left, and it has a lot of his belongings there, that and awards and records, you know. So
All
yeah,
right,
they very.
thank
Mhm,
you, thank you. So, we've been talking about a historic place in Spain that you have been to,
mhm,
and now I'd like to discuss some general questions related to this topic.
mhm.
Let's talk about looking after historic places. How do people in your country feel about protecting historic buildings? So, you talked about the Caribbean. I would like
Mhm.
you to talk about the UK now.
Okay,
Go ahead.
okay. So in the UK, they um they they normally keep a lot of their historical elements in museums, which ideally would be a great place to keep stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
They normally have them sealed, so
Mm-hmm.
normally you cannot touch these things. You're only supposed to look.
All right. Very good. Um,
Really, like they really, yeah.
all right. I lost connection for like a few seconds.
Oh,
Um, do you think an area can benefit from having an interesting historic place locally?
an area, so like a town.
Like a town, yeah. Like a
Yeah,
city, a town.
of
Mm-hmm.
course,
In what way?
100%.
In what way?
Um, because I think it also gives value to different areas as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's important if something in history happened in that area. I think it'd be
Mm-hmm.
very important to keep the memory of that thing in that
Mm-hmm.
area.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, you lived in West Acton. If a very big thing happened in West Acton, keep that
Mm-hmm.
element of history in West Acton.
Yeah.
You know?
Well said.
Yeah.
Well said.
Yeah.
What do you think will happen to historic places or buildings in the future, and why?
Um, I believe a lot of them will be preserved, but I
Mm-hmm.
do think that is on the condition that the society still agrees with that thing,
Mm-hmm.
because some things in her history not everybody is proud of, so they
Mm-hmm.
might get rid of those things. So it depends, but I think they will keep a lot.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well said. Thank you. This is the end of your test.
Okay, thank you very much.